What's up? Welcome to my Devlog Zero. My name's Shonen, and I always wanted to make games, but I never really had the time to try. I was always doing other things. But one day I sat back and I was just like, really need some residual income. And I always said I wanted to do it, so thought I'd give it a try. I always had Unity on my computer. I always downloaded it every time, but I never did anything with it. And then when I actually tried, I was just like, yeah, this is way too complicated. And then I found out about Godot, and I started using that, and it was way more approachable. But I kind of found out that I was like, I'm kind of lazy. Like I was learning how to do all this stuff, but I really needed to watch a tutorial to know what I was doing. And it got to a point in my project where I couldn't do something, and I couldn't find videos on it. And I was just like, dang, man, what am I going to do? And I do like it though, and I basically just mastered the editor, which is actually just a skill of mine. I do use computers a lot, but I'm a chef, like so. It's just kind of like practical knowledge. So I mean, I just decided to pay freelancers. I couldn't find anybody to like in my social group to help make games. Like I tried to convert people, there was zero interest. So I'm thinking that my devlog series or perspective can be different from most people since my coding knowledge is like very low, and I'm gonna be paying people to basically help make my game better. I mean, better over time. Like I'm looking at like a 3 week window, like of releasing videos or something like that, of where I just have milestones that freelancers basically give my game back with the programs, I mean systems that I want in it. Because I'm trying to get it to a point where it's like a building block. Like they send me all the stuff and I can just like plug and play, put stuff places, and basically make a game. And I like it. It's definitely a, a boost every time I get the game back, and it's kind of better. But ultimately, it's like a buggy mess. And I think it'll be an interesting journey, to see the evolution of the game with me, and maybe even my process of doing this. Because I don't know, I just have a weird approach at things, which is basically embodied in my in the name of the gaming company, but that I made, and it's called Half-Ass Gaming. And so, and the type of game that I would like to make is a fighting game, but not just a fighting game RPG. And I think fighting games are always fun, especially playing two players. That's basically the only thing that you can do. But mostly just fighting your friends. Like I grew up with a group of friends, and when we play fighting games, it always got hyped. Like we getting you off the sticks and talking junk, doing crazy shit, cheat tactics, and I always thought that was fun. But if you weren't with anybody, like you had nothing to do. And some games had good modes and stuff like that for you to play, but I really like the adventure type modes, like certain games like Tobal or Shaolin on a PS1. And I'm trying to make a game in that vein, especially the camera angles that they use that I just really enjoy. And of course, it's going to be low poly, PS1 type, kind of like the arena fighter in a sense, or arcadey. And currently, I do have a number of features already in the game. Running, walking, jumping, punching. Characters are able to hit each other, and I had a couple of quests and stuff like that. But I honestly would have to put pseudo in front of all of that because even though I am working with freelancers, it's through Fiverr, and as you could probably tell, I don't know. I am an American, and a lot of the people on Fiverr, they're not. And I don't know. There's a barrier. There's definitely a barrier. I'm working with this one guy. He actually is telling me this is the last time he wants to work with me, and we had a lot of issues before, which I think is like language barriers, and also when it comes down to payment too. Because I am funding this all myself. I work two jobs, and I basically decided to stop spending on other fun things to do this long term thing that's fun in a mental type of way. You know, being a man, I do have the desire to create, but but yeah, dealing with Fiverr people is very interesting. I do appreciate the platform, but I mean, if anybody's interested in that, I can get more into that. But I'm currently working with three people, two programmers and one artist, and he just came on. And the one programmer, he been with me from the long haul. I basically started this like maybe like 6 months ago, and it's just been like receive stuff and then fix stuff all that point. And I mean, it's still, I mean, I like the game, you know, but you know, it has to come along. And I think by May I can have a demo for sure. But I kind of want to talk about some of the influences of the game, and it's kind of a beat 'em up, kind of action platformer game. I don't know, dungeon crawler. It's like a mix of things. I'm kind of looking at myself as like the DJ Khaled of game design in a way. But I really like manga. Like when it comes to manga and anime, I'm a manga only. And at this point, I only read Chinese or Korean. I used to just read the Japanese ones, but I think I got hooked on the colors. And Japanese manga went a little weird. But, you know, of course, I like the classics. I mean, I watch generally all the animes, and since I'm a manga only, I definitely see them before they come out. But it has to have martial arts in it. That's the only way I'm gonna watch it at this point, or read it rather. And I definitely like I don't even know how to say it, the wooks, I can't say it, wusha type of stuff. And I'm gonna try to implement that in the game. And I'll probably show a list of all the other games that I'm looking at as inspirations. A lot of PS1 old games, and I was fascinated by that art style. I don't know why. It's ugly, but I love it. So I mean, I hope y'all want to join me on this journey. It's gonna be a rough and unedited kind of thing, like low edited, low effort, but definitely gonna succeed. I kind of look up to game companies that release games like a meal, but I actually want to release the decent product, and I'm definitely not gonna charge a lot for it. I'm looking at. Hopefully, I can make like a 2 to 3 hour game or something. I think that's reasonable for my skill level. But I mean, if I can stretch it out, if I can make some modes, make it more, you know, I will. But we'll see how it goes, and I'm definitely open to suggestions. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna keep this up.